to another episode of Cooking with the Cool Dad. I apologize. I know I'm a day late again. Without going into too great a detail, there was a little bit of an emergency plumbing fix that needed to be done, which took up most of yesterday. Also, I'm going to apologize to everybody right now to bear with me over the next 3 to 4 weeks. I will still be putting out a video every week. I am, however, starting a new job as well. Yay! So as I get into that and get my schedule straightened out there, I will get the videos out. I just ask you to bear with me as to when they come out. They will be out during the week at some point. I will try my absolute best to get them out either Monday or Tuesday for everybody. That's my goal right now. But again, it's a new job, and I have to take the schedule that I'm given. So I just ask you guys to bear with me on that. And I will keep showing you how to make some awesome damn food in your own kitchen so you can have friends and family over and have some great times. Actually, if you happen to watch this, I got to give you a thumbs up on it. I get it. But I'm gonna do a quick food-related commentary, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it. Recently on Facebook, a friend of mine posted that they wish they were in a relationship so they had someone to cook for. Here's the thing. I'm Italian. We cook no matter what. We just cook. We love to feed people. It doesn't matter if we have a relationship with you or not. We like to feed people. Feeding people is what we do best. Yay! Oven's up to temperature, which means I can get started on part 2 of this. So today, for the video, let me finish the commentary. So here's the thing. There doesn't need to be a reason or an excuse or really get a hold of your friends, say, come on over, I'm cooking dinner, and if you want to, tell them, bring this, this, and this along, or bring wine, or bring alcohol, or bring whatever, your intoxicant of choice, bring food, bring, bag of chips, whatever you think they can bring, it will help make it all better. And sit down, just have a great time. You don't need an excuse to get together with friends and family over food to have a good time. That's just the way it falls. So, on that note, we are doing spiral potatoes on a stick and poutine today. And the poutine, I am doing more of an easy, everyone can do it type poutine today. It follows, as far as putting it together, it follows a traditional recipe. But the way, instead of making everything from scratch, I'm kind of doing a store-bought one so that you guys can actually do this too. Not everybody has the time, my big thing right now, or they may not feel they have the skill to make your own gravy from scratch. That's okay. You can buy a jar of beef gravy. It works just fine. Do you really think when you go to the ballpark, they make that gravy from scratch? I think not. Or anywhere else that serves poutine. Some places, some of your good high-end, like I shouldn't say high-end, but a food stand at the fair is not necessarily high-end. But do they make it from scratch? Maybe, maybe not. So we're just going to make some damn good poutine today. We're going to have a good time with it. That's going to be the second half of the video. The first half is going to be the spiral cut potatoes on a stick. So let's drop the camera down and we'll get right into it. See you guys down below. Okay, so to start, 2 potatoes in the microwave. Soften them up. I'm running them. And while those are microwaving, warming, I like to call them, I am going to get the... So we are going to start with 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. So let me get my cup out. 1 cup. Yep, that's my cup. Problem is the letters have worn off, but you get to a point after a while where you get a good idea which one's which. Let's see. Obviously, I just picked this up because I don't use grated a lot. I usually use more of a shredded. Well then. Time for the kitchen scissors. That will do the trick. In the words of Shrek, that'll do, donkey. That'll do. Okay, come on. I didn't think to open this ahead of time. That's my bad. See, unlike some of these big-time celebrity chefs, I don't have a staff. So I have to remember to do it all myself. So we got 1 cup. Oop, that's a lot. A lot more than I needed there. Yes, I know there's a little in the bowl. You can never have enough cheese. There we go. So, got my Parmesan cheese. I'm going to put a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Teaspoon. This should be the half teaspoon. Yeah, right. So, half teaspoon of black pepper. 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. 1 tablespoon. Now, garlic powder has that little thingy on there. Problem solved. And just like cheese, you can never have too much garlic. Okay, there's our garlic powder. Because I do like to sprinkle it, let me pop my sifter top back on there. And 1 teaspoon of salt. Teaspoon. There we go. You can have such a thing as too much salt, though. There we go. So be very careful with that. Now, because I knew this was still in the dishwasher where I left it after it was done, we're going to use our medium-sized whisk. And again, if you guys catch that reference, awesome. If not, that's okay. And we're going to combine our ingredients. Now, obviously, your cheese might be a little lumpy. That's not a problem. Just kind of break down the bigger lumps. Little lumps aren't a bad thing. There we go. Now, once your potatoes are done in the microwave, you are going to want to leave them in there for a couple minutes to finish softening up and cool off just a touch so you can grab onto them. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Pair of potatoes. Now, we're going to go back to our skewers, which you'll remember from our corn dog video. We need 2 of those. Let me pop these back away so they're out of the way. Now, what I am going to do, okay, these aren't too bad temperature-wise. I'm going to pop the ends off of both potatoes just to give me a flat space to work with. And if you notice any eyes or where it's starting to grow, pop those off too. Nice space to work with here. Boom. Ooh, they are still warm. Okay. So we're going to want to kind of aim for the other side. Yeah, potatoes might need a little more time in the microwave. What if oh, hey, I've got scissors. Let's see if I can't convince it to go through. I do happen to have, do I remember my shish kebab experiment? Not experiment, that was a really good dinner. There we go. I'm going to run my metal skewer through. And then, ta-da, we have our first potato on a stick. I'm going to take my second potato, and I did wash these potatoes ahead of time, just so I would always recommend that. There we are. My second one. For anybody that does any type of like woodworking or construction type stuff, basically what it is, I just pre-drilled the hole for my skewer there. If you don't do that kind of work, that won't make any sense, and I apologize. Okay, now, what we want to do, oh, I know what I forgot to do. Forgot one thing. Let's see, I need unsalted butter. There we go. I do need to melt some butter as well. All right. Almost got ahead of myself. Now, let's see what I've got to melt the butter in. That will do the trick. There's a reason why I don't always empty the dishwasher. Usually it's because I'm busy and forget about it. Okay, so I need a 1/4 cup. 4, so that's half. Okay, 1/4 cup will be right there. Take my mark on the butter, then I can just pop in and bam. Okay, and there goes my timer for the other half of the video. I'm going to pop this in the microwave just to melt it down. A minute at a time. Okay, that little break that you guys didn't see due to the magic of movie making was the French fries for the poutine hitting their halfway mark, so I had to pull them out of the oven and flip them and put them back in for a little bit longer. Put away the rest of my butter. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our potato and we're just going to start cutting a nice, even, or as even as possible, spiral all the way to the skewer. You just kind of hold the knife at an angle. And obviously, potatoes, if you can get some nice shiza. And I just broke a microwave safe plate in the microwave trying to melt butter. Okay, I don't know how much of that made it through the editing process, but just proved a very valid point that you need to, if you're going to melt butter in a microwave, you have to do it very carefully, even if you are using a microwave-safe bowl to do so. So again, we're making our way around this potato. There are machines, toys, tools, whatever you want to call them out there. I almost lost my spiral there. That will do this for you. I'm just happen to be doing it the old school way today with a knife and making a royal mess of it, it looks like. But that's okay, because you know what? I'm having a good time. There we are. But that's the thing, you know what? A lot of I was joking earlier about celebrity chefs having a staff. But here's the thing. A lot of times you're not going to see those folks make their mistakes. You're just going to see what their final product is. Here, you get to see that we're all human and doo-doo occurs. Such as me blowing up a microwave-safe bowl while melting butter. That's okay. And there we go. Okay. First one's done. Now, what you want to do is you want to kind of spread out your potato along the skewer. There we go. Oops. Yep, and that's where I that's where I lost it right there, folks. We can see that. Okay, one done. This one might be a little bit easier. Oops, that a little too much of a spiral there. Now Now on the plus side, when I blew up my bowl, just a piece of the side blew out. So I still have my usable butter. Fortunately, I bought butter on sale, so I'm not running out of butter anytime soon. Oops, and there we go. Okay, so I screwed that one up, but that's okay. That's okay. It is not a bad thing. Here's the thing. Food is food, no matter if it's cooked perfectly or cooked imperfectly. As long as it's edible when it comes out, that's the important part. And we are going to have fun with this. There we are. Almost there. Come on, you can do it. See if we can get to the end. Nope. Dang it. Okay, so I'm going to start at the other end and spiral in to finish the last piece. Let me scooch those down. I think I spiraled the wrong way, of course. But you know what, folks? That's not a problem because when I'm done, these are going to be pretty damn tasty. There we go. It's nice to work with good knives. And yep, there we go. Broke the potato. But we're going to spread out our potato spiral here a bit. Hikey, bro. You snuck through the barricade. Okay, well, obviously one came out better than the other. Okay, so now that we have our potatoes cut and fanned out, we are going to find our barbecue brush. Put my knife back over here. Pop my potatoes. And I'm going to actually cook both of these because we're going to see if it makes any difference, the fact, you know, how they got done. Disregard the broken bowl here. I did check, and there is no pieces of crockery in this bowl. There we go. Ooh, that's a little warm. There we are. Kibber. Scooch your booch. Yes, I talk to my dogs like that. There we go. I'm just going to kind of roll this over. So we can get the other side. I can already tell right now this one's probably going to be the better one. I'm really hoping that's in frame. The first one's probably going to be the better one because it did cut a little bit easier, which is odd because it was the weirder of the two shapes. Okay. Put these behind me. Get thee behind me. Now, take the good one. Spread it out a little bit more. Just going to kind of sprinkle my mixture over it. Get it nicely coated. You can do it. Roll. You know what? Might just be easier to just, at this point, just roll it right in it. Okay, now I will show you guys where I'm putting this in a minute. Okay, so let me try once again to spread out this one here. Not as big a fan of being spread. I'm actually just going to keep this one right on the plate here. I have a feeling it's going to make my life a little bit easier. Now, you do want to save some of your mixture for afterwards. Oops, lost a piece. Get down there. I don't know how well that one will stay on, but we're going to try. Okay. Yeah, it's probably not going to stay on. Okay. Let's just kind of throw this one in some. I'm going to throw this right in the pan that these others are sitting on just for the hell of it. Quick rinse of the hands. Quick little bit of cleanup. Okay, now, this is how you want to set them. I've got them in a nice pan here that I can spread the skewers across, and they kind of hover over the bottom. Our oven is set for 325 Fahrenheit, which is 160 Celsius, and we're going to bake these for 25 to 30 minutes or until they are nicely browned. So, I'm going to do a quick cut here. We're going to get those in the oven, and I'll be back starting the poutine. See you then. Okay, guys, on to poutine. So, I did my fries in the oven. I got some inexpensive crinkle cut fries. Again, after the way this week is gone, I went the route that's going to be most easy for everybody to do. I did them in the oven, just took them out and put them in a bowl here. If you buy your French fries like that in the frozen section, follow the directions for preparing them. Now, got them in the bowl here. I am going to, while they're nice and warm, add a little bit of sea salt for seasoning. And we're going to kind of just toss them around. Okay. Now we're just waiting for our gravy to come up to temperature. I use beef gravy. Okay, and with our heated, we're going to take our warm gravy, and I'm just going to, I use 1 jar of gravy. It's going to kind of drizzle some of it, not all of it, just some of it, over our French fries. We're just going to kind of shuffle them around. You can do this with a spoon or a spatula, whatever you prefer. I'm just going to toss them like wings. There we go. Now, the pièce de résistance. Cheese. I grabbed some garlic herb ones because why not? So let's just break these up. Now you will want to break them up so they're the individual, because they do kind of press together in the package. And again, this is just a package of cheese curds from a local store. These came from Wegmans, just like the gravy did, because that's just where I happen to be in the vicinity of today. There we go. And again, I'm just breaking these up. Add just a little more gravy here. And we are saving some of the gravy here. And again, tossing to get it nicely mixed. There we go. Now, for the poutine, we've got our plate. I'm going to use some tongs to plate my poutine. There we go. And this is why we save some gravy. Garnish with gravy. There we have it. We have our poutine. We'll be back in just a second. I'll show you guys the spiral potatoes on a stick. Okay, so that is our timer. Ooh, it smells really good. Ah, hot air, hot air. Oh my goodness, my face is going to melt. Oh, shoot. There we go. New oven, getting used to all the buttons. Okay. Ooh, that looks pretty good. And despite being in a wretched mess, looks pretty good as well. The piece I threw in for good measure stuck to the bottom. Now, we finish these with a little bit of a dusting. There we go. Boom. And there we have it. Our spiral cut potatoes. And our poutine. We got them all. Thank God it's cheat day. But anyway, let me come back up top. We'll finish it up, and I'll tell you how it all tasted. Hey, that's right. I forgot. I got a video to finish here. Sorry, had a little bit of a food coma there because, it's cheat day, so I could eat all my carbs. My goodness, I just ate a lot of carbs. I know to you guys it was instantaneous. To me, it was a little bit longer. I just ate a whole bunch of poutine and almost a full potato's worth of spiral cut potato. Totally worth it. 100% worth it. Very good. The caveat I would put in for the spiral cut potatoes, do the best you can to make it nice thin spirals. I think that's one of those things where if you have the spiral machine, you're going to be better off using that. That's my honest opinion. And it's not knocking what I just did. That's just my honest opinion for making it a little more uniform. So, the poutine, though, definitely use the garlic herb cheese curds. Good Lord. Oh, I've still got to go put all these clips together, edit the video, render it, and post it up for you guys. And let me tell you, there's a part of me that's going like, no, go take a nap. You don't want to do the work. Just take a nap. It's time for food coma, folks. I've got the itis, as in I don't want to do a darn thing because I ate too much. Overall, though, definitely tasty. A lot of fun to make, and definitely would be a hit with company, especially if you put them all out, on a table like what's the word I want? Asian style, where everybody takes some out of the main serving area, puts it on their own plate. This would be ideal for that. People can have a little bit of poutine, a little bit of your potatoes, a little bit of whatever. So definitely came out well. Depending on the size of your potato, I would definitely take a fork and poke it into the center sections to make sure they're all nice and well cooked. I did find one small section in one of my potatoes that was not fully cooked. It was close. It wasn't like, oh my God, this sucks. It was good still. But so timing wise is going to be, yes, food coma, can't talk. Timing wise for cooking those is going to really depend on your potatoes. But the poutine, woo! I may actually try making that from scratch one of these days, just for my own gratification. I mean, here's the thing. I always talk about cooking and getting people together over good food, but you know what? You need good food too. And sometimes cooking is very zen, or whatever you want to call it. It's relaxing. I call it zen. I enjoy the cooking because to me it's relaxing. It's fun to do. There's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end. You know where you're going with it. Even when I'm going down some crazy road like spiral cut potatoes, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end to it. So, I mean, it's good for your mental health to make a change and do something different. Now, if you cook for a living, I get why you're going to be like, nope, I am not cooking at home. I get that. But you know what? It's also a good time and place to experiment with different flavors, different textures. Bring it all together because it's a sensational or sensory experience. There we go. I can word today. I can English. I didn't eat so much that I'm in a total food coma right now. But seriously, have some fun. Make some great food. Don't be afraid to experiment. If you want to change up your seasonings on these, feel free. That's the whole point to having fun with food. Is you're making something that you can enjoy, that's fun to make, it's a good time making, just go for it. And if you could include some friends and family with that for the eating part, even better. Because then you don't have to worry about making too much. Like I always say, food is life. Life is good. Let's eat some more. I will see you guys next week. Remember, you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/thecooldad. I am on Patreon now. If you'd like to support the channel, at patreon.com/thecooldad. There will be affiliate links down below for my cookware and my knives. If you're interested, you can check those out. And I think that about covers everything. If you want to reach out to me, you can either hit me on Facebook with a messenger, or you can email me at thecooldad, all one word, @mail.com. I think that pretty much covers everything. Yeah, I think that covers everything. But thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, go down below, hit that thumbs up, give me a like, hit the subscribe button. And like I said, over the next three to 4 weeks-ish, I will get these out as quickly as I can for you guys. I am starting a new job, though, so I just ask you to bear with me a little bit while I get my schedule straightened out. But if you hit that bell down below, it'll tell you when I put a new video out. And if you're on your mobile device, go to your notifications and allow YouTube notifications, and you will know when there's a new Cooking with the Cool Dad. Pretty darn cool, isn't it? Says Dad. See what I did there? Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you all next week. Remember, food is life, life is good. Let's eat some more. And until then, be good to one another.